The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. Yo, all this beef going on, it make me want to go vegetarian. Let's go ahead and get into the show, y'all. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And of course, I'm your host, AT2, hashtag TTRD. That stands for Talk the Real Deal, just in case y'all didn't know. But what's up, everybody? What's up, Queen of C? We got Wendy, we got Mina. Shout out to my mods real quick. Also, Beautiful Regret, Tenaki, Sephora. We got the original Dalston girl, aka London girl, Dorothy, Smooth. Who else we got up in here? I seen Sherry, and then I seen Terry up in here. How everybody doing? How everybody living? Everybody cool? Everybody good? What's up, Wendy? What's up, Xylee? What's up? What's up, the candy shop? Freckles, the therapist. What's up? Cloudbot in the building. All right. Let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. So I've been, in and out of YouTube this weekend. And I've been seeing everybody like really have issues with each other. And it's kind of all like, why? Like, where did it come from? Like, is there some kind of like dark energy, or is there some voodoo? Because I think some YouTubers out there put voodoo, because I've been having nightmares like crazy recently, and I think somebody put some voodoo on me. I can't confirm or deny it, but somebody probably put some voodoo on me. I need y'all to pray for me or something, Anyway, thank you guys so much. Hope your sister and your friend. Yes, my sister is doing good. Thank you so much for asking about her. She's still getting the strength back in her legs, so she's on the road to recovery. And then as far as my friend, right now I know that her her status hasn't changed. She's just stable. They're just keeping her stabilized right now. So hopefully I'll have an update finally that everything is in the clear and she's on the road to recovery. I just don't want to put anything out there until I know for a fact. The CV family fallout. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. But anyway, I think somebody was doing some voodoo or something on me. I know there's a lot of people that do voodoo, witchcraft out there, and I'm not knocking you for whatever you do, and just don't put that shit on me. And I feel like there are people putting it on me, and I'm like worried, yeah, the nightmares have been crazy. They've been so crazy, I can't even reiterate what they were, but I'm pretty sure somebody did some voodoo. I just can't confirm or deny it. Let me say allegedly. Isn't that what everybody's saying in these YouTube streets? Allegedly, because it's supposed to make it sound better. Anyway, what I wanted to start out with was that I kind of felt, the beef starting when that epic live went down a couple of Sundays ago with John and Sharrell. Like, I kind of felt like that's when people started like picking teams, because I know I lost a couple of friends, and then there was other people that lost lost friends too as well. It was like you had to pick teams of who is who. Let me just say this real quick. Anybody that I was friends with, I'm not really anybody who I had a falling out with because they chose a team and then the other people chose a team, they have an issue, not me. So there's no beef or anything going on internally. Like if we're friends, you're allowed to support whoever you want to, and then I'm allowed to support whoever I want to. That will never come in between a friendship. Um, it bound to happen. Everyone forgets that did this less than a year ago. Oh, you have a point. You have a point. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate that. But yeah, there's a massive energy switch. But anyway, I felt like people chose teams, and so there was two particular people that came after me. One called me Uncle Fester with a tan. I don't even look like Uncle Fester. You know the guy from Adam's Family, the bald dude. I guess because I'm bald, that's why they were trying to make that comparison. And then they also talked about me being fat. So of course I had to go back at them because I'm not no punk, and I'm a go back at you on my Instagram, not my YouTube, because YouTube ain't gonna give me no views or clicks off of your name. So I either have to talk about you in general, or I'm gonna talk about you on my Instagram. So those of you who've been following me on Instagram, you already know. Anyway, and trust me, y'all, I don't want y'all windmilling for me. I can take the jokes. Trust me, I can take the jokes. Like, I give them back as good as they give it to me. So don't even worry about that. Um, anyway, so they're both going at it, and they're saying that I'm allegedly tag teaming with somebody else on them. There's no group, there's no thing like that. I've never went and said like, hey, let's team up against these people. AT2 is a whole brand, he's a whole entity. He doesn't need anybody else by his side to be like, hey, let's go after these people. Da, 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 da. Like, come on now. How petty and childish is that? All the venom that I have for you, that's coming out my mouth. It comes like straight from my balls all the way out. Wait, hold on. That's not a little freaky. Maybe I shouldn't say straight from the balls all the way out. But all the venom I have for you, that's coming out of me. Like, nobody hyping me up to come after you or do this. Like I said, I don't even want to come after these people. They names give me no clicks and views. That's why I'm not going to say their name. All right. So moving on to the next thing. I feel like people are doing this whole expose culture where they are recording phone calls, and then they are also um, putting out DMs, screenshotting DMs. That's what I was trying to say. So, two of things. If you talk to me on the phone, and shout out to y'all because I know a couple of people actually called me on the number that you see right here, the 510-600-6676. The phone calls I don't answer, but if you text me, I will answer it, just because I don't know if it's a setup, y'all trying to do something to me, hack my phone. So I got to be careful. So I will text you back on this number, but I won't call you unless I know who you are. I got to be safe. I got to protect my brand. I got to be safe. You know what I mean? But anyway, if we talk on the phone, don't record me. Don't record me. And then on top of that, anything that I say, I can say on camera. So don't try to record me, trying to catch me slipping. Don't do any of that. And then secondly, don't post my DMs. Like, what are you posting my DMs for? Like, what is that proving? Like, don't post my DMs. Like, yeah, don't do one of those two things. Like, leave my shit alone. Oh, you're a texter too? What's up, Ruby girl? The other day they was calling you out. I'll get to that later. Um, sounds like beef was made. Yeah, they got mad cow disease or something. I don't know what's going on. Thank you, I appreciate that. What's up, V? Oh, what's up, brown skin lady? What did Nikiana say? That is sneaky type Yeah, and I don't get that. And mind you, in California, it's a two-party state, so you got to get my permission to record me. But I guess the DMs that don't matter. I guess everybody can post screenshots of DMs and stuff like that. So yeah, but yeah, I have honest conversations with people. Do I get it right all the time? No. However, I am willing to take accountability for anything I say. So you don't have to screenshot or anything. You can say AT2 said this, and I'll be like, yes, I did say this, but this is the context of what what it meant or what not. Right, exactly. Harley Cat. Oh, thank you for showing up, Nikisha. I appreciate that. In my family, there's always some talk in person, never on the phones, and in writing. Oh, okay. If there is one thing I've learned watching these sectors, any of the everything is recorded. Yeah, you're right about that, Jennifer. Yeah, I'm learning now. No matter what conversations, even if you say it's off the record, it's still recorded, or they might talk about it. Oh, hold on, let me leave my cash up and stuff up there. Hold on, I meant to take off the text me. Mm-hmm. That's right. I know exactly who and what you're talking about. Ooh, I agree. There is something toxic out there. It's spreading yeah, it's spreading throughout all the communities, and that's why I had to say, like, are we in the beef sector? Because it really feels like the beef sector right now. Like it feels that everybody's just going at each other, and there's no more rules. Like it used to be, I do a video, you do a video. I might do a follow up, you might do a follow up, and then we get over it. But there's this culture going on right now where it's like still continuing and continuing and continuing. And it's getting dark where like people are talking about families, looking up police records and doing all this stuff. I don't care that much to look up somebody police record and stuff like that. Thank God I don't have a record, because if I did, you'll definitely be trying to look that up. The only thing you can do is call my bill collectors and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like other than that, you can't really do nothing to affect me. What's up, Tracy? Shout out to Tracy. You can't really do nothing to affect me. So speaking of police records, let's go ahead and get into Toxic Diamond real quick. Again, like I said in my original video, I don't wish nothing bad for her. I feel like she needs a crowd of women around her to really guide her and really help mold her and stuff like that. I think that there's two things with her. I think one thing is that she doesn't have the family support and she doesn't have friends outside of YouTube. So those two things definitely bring her down. The like I told, no, I don't think I told you guys. Did I tell you guys she DM'd me? She said she basically said that I would. And here we go, exposing DMs. She basically said that she was sorry for me and that she hopes I get Wi-Fi. She said, I hope you get some stable Wi-Fi. And then I came back with her insulting her, and I asked her, has she even taken a shower yet? And I knew I shouldn't have came back petty like that with her, especially if I'm saying like, hey, I want to help her or anything. Like, me coming back saying like, well, have you washed your ass yet? That wasn't me. That wasn't kind of me. And I can admit that. And I know some of y'all like, well, she started with you. So why did you why did you apologize? No, I apologize because I was like, yo, you can tell this woman is hurting. You can tell that she needs help. You know what I mean? Me talking about her whether or not she needs a shower, that was all wrong. And I see y'all cracking up in the chat. But she talked about my Wi-Fi, so I asked her if she took a shower. Damn it. I think that was a fair trade-off, but I realized, nah, 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 nah. We ain't gonna go down like that. All of a sudden, I was supposed to be interviewing this woman. I was talking to her on the phone and stuff like that, and now I'm gonna go in and be hateful and mean. That's why I had to pull back a little bit. I was like, okay, even though you giving off dark energy, I gotta be the better person. Yeah, be the better person. See, yep. I had to be the better person. I was like, yo, let me be the better person right now. I think I also said something. Oh, I'm gonna take a commercial break after this because I gotta take a drink. Okay, so I said, have you even showered yet? And then I said, or better yet, have you got band-aids from climbing through your window? Because you know how like she had to climb through the window to get in her house. I was like, better yet, did you get any band-aids from all those scrapes and bruises from you climbing through your window? I know I'm going to hell for saying that, y'all, but I had to do it. I had to do it. I'm gonna play a commercial. I'll be right back.
Monica, this is for you, baby. Miss Bojangles herself, allegedly. I know you're just an avatar, But baby, you fine as heck. Yeah, I know you just an avatar. But baby girl, you wear it real well, Monica. You are the finest, yeah. Baby girl, they press to find ya, yeah. You might be a Grand Theft Auto character, yeah. Monica, Avatar. But baby girl, you fine as heck. Yeah, I know you just an avatar. But baby girl, you wear it well, Monica. You are the finest, yeah. Baby girl, they press to find ya.
Okay, so I still feel bad for what I said. However, on her live, she had said, yeah, and these small bloggers talking about me, she was like, yeah, there's some fat cross-sided guy. First of all, I ain't cross-sided. My eye is a little cocked to the side, but I ain't cross-sided. I figured when she said cross-sided fat guy, I figured she was talking about me. Yo, and I'm gonna give her credit. I'm gonna give her credit. That was smart. That was a good one. And then the other day, where is Ruby Girl still here? Ruby Girl, they said they was disappointed in her and they blocked her from the chat and stuff like that. Why y'all block her for giving her opinion? She was just being honest. But sorry, Ruby Girl, I'm probably the one that got you in trouble. But because I always be putting up your shady ass comments too. Oh, Wiley is who she could have been talking about. Okay, okay. I think it was more towards me, but because I don't think Wiley talks about her. Well, she has a thing where and this goes with the whole beef thing. She has a whole thing where she is trying to create issues and be like, these smaller bloggers did this, these smaller bloggers are doing this, and so she comes at us and then hopes that we create a story and get her name out there and get her name buzzing. Because you have to remember, and I didn't know this. Shout out to my auntie because she's the one that told me. The way Toxic kind of grew her channel was from the whole R. Kelly thing. And now that the R. Kelly thing has died down and stuff like that, all those subscribers that she have don't care about her other content. So now if she doesn't talk about R. Kelly, it doesn't get any clicks and views and stuff like that. So that was kind of like her shtick, her claim to fame was the R. Kelly thing. So yeah. Anyway, oh, somebody said the official King Payne. I don't know. Maybe she was talking about him. I don't know. But I don't think he's known for having a cocked eye. So it was either me or Wiley, you know. By a celebrity. And she really do think she a celebrity too. That's the funny part. And y'all, she gave away her dog. I was all like, after all the fighting, after all the abuse allegations, you gave away your dog? You gave away your dog? I'm like, after everything you've been through, and everybody know, she got a track record with I was gonna say with children, men, all this, but she just got a track record with human beings or anything living. Anything living on this earth she has an issue with. And so I'm just surprised after all that fighting, you like what happened? What happened? You was the man or you was the woman not too long ago, and now all of a sudden, like, damn, you going down. You going down. Damn, and poor Jim's ain't around. But anyway, y'all, I guess she still got the cat or something like that. Anyway, moving on to the next subject. So the anti-KJ community, as people know, the Katie Joy without a crystal ball. Some of y'all like, who the hell are these people and why do we care? The reason why we care about this is because I love that whole community is fighting. Let me give you guys a backstory. So basically, their whole thing is that they hate this woman named Katie Joy. Her channel is without a crystal ball, right? They hate all those they hate this woman so much that they all have like a community and stuff like that. And so now the community has finally imploded. Yes, Amber Chick. Yes, the community has finally imploded and like the people are fighting, as Real calls them, the mob bosses and stuff like that. They're all fighting with each other. They're exposing text messages. They're doing all this stuff. And I love every single moment of it. I love that they're fighting. I love that they are dragging each other. And this is the reason. Now, I know some of y'all are like, AT2, I thought you didn't like beef. No, I like it when it's in the form of karma. And what's up, Starfish? Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, and make sure y'all hit that like button. There's 98 people in the chat, almost 100. Hit that damn like button. Tasha K will have an exclusive with. No, not exclusive with the dog. um, it was like some kind of settlement. It wasn't exactly like a win. Basically, they didn't refile, and basically Tati just wanted her to take down the videos. That's basically is what it is. But anyway, back to this whole KJ community thing. I'm glad that they imploded, because here's the thing: when things were happening to them and like they were all like, Real did this to us, Real did that, and Real did this, it was all like, wait, where was y'all? And I said this before, where was y'all when Real did all this stuff to me and he was cussing me out and he was doing this and that? Like, I think if anything, I got it far worse than they did, but they wanted me to be Captain Save-A-Ho and be like, yo, you shouldn't be talking to these people like this, and da 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 da. Right. All that sad fishing, and I hate that word, by the way. You need to be doing this, and and da 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 da. No, I'm not doing that, because I have no issue with him right now. So because I don't have an issue, y'all want me to create an issue and come out and be like, it's wrong when he does da 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 da. When he did all that stuff to me, you know what they were doing in his comments? And I would respond back, they'd be all like, oh, AT2, he's a bully. I can't believe he talked to you like that. Why does he talk to you like that? No, get the out of here with that. Talking about, oh, why you talk about him? Oh, no. When I was being held in the fire, nobody came and was like, damn, AT2, let's help you out. AT2, this is wrong. Nobody gave a damn about nothing that was going on with me. And so now that y'all getting it, y'all wanted me to come in and be like, yeah, let me fight for you. I'm not fighting for nobody who's not fighting for me. Am I crazy? I just want to, you know what? Let me ask y'all. So should I have went out and started my favorite word is windmilling. Should I have started out windmilling for them, or should I have minded my own business? So we're gonna do this. Put a 1 in the chat if I should have been windmilling for those people. Put a 2 in the chat if I should have did what I did and just mind my own damn business. Unanimously 2-1. Yeah. Do you think I'm stupid or something? Anyway, and I'm glad you guys brought that up. So this is guy named Christ Conflict, right? I don't even like saying that he's black, because we don't know, because we never seen his face. Who is that boy I see? We don't know who the hell he is, because he's just an avatar. So we don't know if he's black or not, but he's presumed to be black. But anyway, he was all like, yeah, I was doing work for them, and then all of a sudden they dropped me, and he was working on this project, and then when he said that he didn't want to be a part of it, or he didn't want to do it anymore, they dropped him like a bad habit, and da 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 da, and all this stuff. But it was all like, homie, they treated you like they were supposed to treat you. You was only in there because they needed some other dude who happened to be allegedly black going against another black man. You did your role. After you was windmilling for them, they didn't need you no more. Like, you really thought, like, oh, I thought I was friends with these people and I thought they cared. They don't give a damn about you. They don't. They don't give a damn about you. And like, you thought they was going, you thought they cared? Right, Andre, you was for sale. They found, never mind, let me not even get like, I don't want to be in trouble. Let me not even get into it. But you know, they found their token, and then once they was done with them, they was done with them. Like, they wasn't supposed to give you no more love. You thought they cared about you? And you over there just windmilling looking stupid. You look stupid. You a fool. Crackhead. Right. Yeah, you have to think, dang, if I'm ever in a spot, what would they do for me? You know what I mean? Like, he didn't think about that. He was just in there just windmilling the whole time, just windmilling. Just windmilling like a little bitch. Just windmilling. You can't make this stuff up. I'm telling you. They did him wrong for sure. He's a good person for real. I hate the way that folks done him. Okay, and you know what? Here's my thing. I'm not judging him, his character. I'm just saying that he looks stupid for windmilling for people that wasn't gonna windmill for him. That's all I'm saying. What's up, Queen of Cheesecake? I mean, dude was riding hard for those women. He made a fool out of himself. Yep. He was windmilling way too hard. What's up, El Padilla? He was the one black guy holding up blacks for Trump sign at the brown skin lady. I hate you. I hate you. But you was right. But I hate you. Anyway, y'all. So I am glad that community has imploded and stuff like that. Um, yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm like, yes, I'm glad. I'm so happy that bad things are happening to bad people. Moving on. The next subject that I wanted to talk about was I see people out there just like in the comments wanting to start beef with people. And I'm like so confused because like the other day I seen like somebody from the plus size community and then somebody else like did a video on them and I'm all like, wait. Like, what's going on here? Like, I don't know. What's up, allegedly? Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. And I'm all like, what's going on? Like, why is everybody so beefy? Like, I don't understand, like, how you get into all these different fights. And my thing is that, you know, people can say I'm messy and I get in everybody's business. Hey, that's what I'm here for, to get in everybody's business. But there's a way you go about it. It never comes from a hateful place. If anybody ever tells me, like, hey, AT2, it seems like you're coming from a hateful place, I would definitely take that into consideration, you know, if it ever came from a hateful place and not being funny. But I'm just all like, yo, and here's the thing, these people be claiming like, oh, AT2 ain't got no job, he ain't got this, he ain't got that. But at least I have friends, at least I have a family. Like, I don't think like people check out at all. Like, I think they just stay online the whole time and they don't like check out. They don't like take a break. Like, whoa, they want beef and not a positive. My daddy always said people believe the lie before the truth. Yes, that is true. And I'm just all like, it's just coming from such a hateful place where I'm all like, I don't get it. And you know, and let me rip the band-aid off of another situation. I have talked to Dear Yvette Says. I have talked to her. You know what, I gave her advice because I know some people are like, are you going to talk about this? Like, what's going on? I gave her the best advice that I could. I said, hey, make sure you're having fun with this. I don't want you to get all wrapped up in it where you're not having fun. Oh, thank you so much, Sassy. I appreciate that. You know, I love the super chats. And I was telling her, you know, come from a place where it's like fun and you're having fun with it. Don't come from such a beefy like, 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 what's all that beef for? Like, you don't have to. You don't have to be that way. Just have fun with it. You know, it's YouTube. Damn it, it's not real life. Okay, I'm back. I think a lot of people have so much hate in their heart and it spills out and hurting other people. Yes, I definitely agree with that. You're right about that. And I told her, just have fun with it. And that would be my advice for anybody, y'all. Just have fun with it. Oh, thank you, Shell. I appreciate that. That was the Cash App. But yeah, just have fun with it. Like, don't be so like, yo, I'm about to hop in here and I'm a defend myself. Believe it or not, I don't respond back to everybody. Like I said, I'll respond back on my Instagram, but I'm not responding back on my channel. I'm gonna keep my channel good and clean. I'm not hell no. If it ain't gonna give me a click and a view, there's no point in me responding back. And you might say, well, is everything about a click and a view? Why would I talk about some bum on the street rather than yeah, there's no point in me talking about everybody. But anyway, yeah, like sometimes you have to like laugh at yourself. If you can't laugh at yourself, then you'll never get by. You know what I mean? You have to be able to laugh at yourself. Sometimes we do ridiculous stuff, and some people might look at it and be like, oh, this is commentary. This is funny right here. Let me talk about this. And so if you're the topic of conversation, you're the topic of conversation. That's a good thing. It gets your numbers up. It helps everybody else numbers. We all eat off of this stuff, but when it comes from a place where it's all like, I hate you and I need to do this and you just yelling and angry and it's all like, yo, calm down. Like all that aggression it's out of pocket. You don't need all that aggression. Wait, someone, I catch you in 3 days for a cash check. But you don't need all that aggression. All that aggression ain't good. It's not good for the heart. It's not good for the soul. It ain't good for the mind. It ain't good for the body. So you don't need all that aggression. Now, some people do definitely need pressure applied to them. I think anybody that does anything where it comes from like for example, for the guy that told me that he looked up my information, he used his license to look me up and stuff like that. I don't know what you're looking me up for because definitely the information is online. So I don't understand that. That guy, he deserves to be in jail because that's a criminal right there. So he definitely deserves it. But even then, I don't care enough to mention him by name because he's irrelevant. You know what I mean? Uh, Wait, can y'all see me? Is everything good? Oh no. Hopefully, you see, that's why you had to donate to my show so my internet can be better. you know, um, don't be coming for personal business. Yeah, and don't come for people, kids, their family. Like, don't do that. Yeah, a lot of you've been saying the CPS calling and stuff like that. That has to stop. You know, I'm here's my thing. I don't even know the CPS number. The only phone number I know is 911. I don't know all these different numbers to call all these people. I don't know why you guys are so into doing that. Like for what? I don't want to get nobody's family taken away or disturb somebody home. Like what is the calls that people do when they send the police to your home? I forgot what it's called, but what if the police, you don't know what's going on, and especially me being a black man, the police just show up to my home. That can be a whole bad scenario. So I mean, thank you Starfish for the super chat. I do appreciate that. Yes, exactly. Welfare check. Yeah, 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 yeah. All the welfare check, wellness check, all that. Like that stuff has to stop. Like it could turn out real ugly. Y'all calling the cops and saying like blah blah blah's doing this or that, and it's just like why? Like why are y'all taking it to that extreme? I feel like anything on the internet should be on the internet. Thank you, SF. I appreciate that. But anything on the internet should just be on the internet. It shouldn't be all over the place, all over here, all over there. Like, keep it on the internet. Like anything that I give you on the internet, you guys can use it. You guys can make fun of it. I am cool with that. But if you guys are looking up pictures of my family and my nieces and nephews and stuff like that, that's where I draw the line, and that's where I will get ugly at that point. It ain't gonna be no B sector. It's gonna be a buffet because I'm gonna unload something y'all don't want. I have a problem with folks weaponizing CPS. Not only are social workers usually overwhelmed with case, but yeah, exactly. Think about the social workers, and right now it's so ugly and so crazy with Coviana going on. Shout out to Jay Cantor because she said the word Coviana earlier. But with Coviana going on, this whole CPS thing works a little bit differently, and it's not so. How do I put it? It's not so cut and dry like it used to be. Like, sometimes they don't get home visits. So anything can be going on in the home. And then the kids are moved from home to home to home. The kids are never in the, so like when you call it, like some people don't have family members to take their kids. So you got to be real careful with that. That's something I don't like. To me, that's not even like being beefy. That's not the B sector. That's just plain ugly. By the way, you should write for Zingbot for Big Brother. You're Yo, I would love to. I would love to do something like that. That'd be cool. And I'm still doing keeping up with Big Brother. It's just that the last few eliminations have been predictable, so I kind of want to wait until it really starts picking up again. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna get back at that. Right, risk is increased because we can't do face to face as often. Right, right. People don't even think about that. Now, half the parents, do I think they should be parents? Probably not. But if I ain't seen nothing to kind of make me my alarm go off, then I'm going to leave it alone and just pray for the best. What did Mandy say? People think it's big to go real life, but soon they will come across the wrong person. You never know what people are doing. Yeah, right, right, right. You never know what's really going on. Yeah, quit playing with the folks' kids. Yeah, simple as that. Yeah, I don't like it. I'll never like it. I'll never understand it. You'll never see me report on that or think that is funny. I actually stopped being friends with somebody after I found out they were the let me protect myself, the alleged cop caller and CPS caller on people. I didn't like that. I was like, yo, you got to get the hell out of my life because I can't have nobody that rocks like that. I draw a fine line when it comes to that stuff. Now, if you're doxing somebody because they doxed you, hey, it's tit for tat. But leave the personal stuff out. That's where I draw the line. Right, right. How you calling on somebody else, but you got roaches all over your kitchen? Like, right? It's crazy to me. Yeah, it's a line no one should cross ever. And they crossing it. That's the crazy part to me. Like, why are y'all going in like that? It's not worth it. All right, y'all. I'm just gonna read a few more of your comments, but I'm gonna get ready to go. But let's play a quick commercial real quick. All right, y'all. So we gonna get the hell up out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you, Andrea. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for rocking with me. Make sure you guys go ahead and hit that thumbs up, that like button right there. If you hit the thumbs down button, it still circulates the video, so I don't mind. But thank you guys so much for rocking with me. Thank y'all just for just holding it down because I do see when y'all windmill for me, and I appreciate that. Shout out to Ruby Girl. Sorry that you got blocked. Because because I know I probably had something to do with it. But oh well, you didn't want to be over there anyway, right? Um, shout out to everybody else in the chat. Shout out to everybody who has donated to the show. I really appreciate that because, like I said, they always say I'll be begging for money, and y'all ain't got to do it. Shout out to Shell for the Cash App. Shout out to Sassy. Shout out to Allegedly. Shout out to SF because it puts money in my pocket, and hey, this can be a lucrative job for me soon. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I think it was a London girl that said like August is the month of manifestation. So let's hope my channel still continues to grow. I have how many subscribers do I have? Hold on. I want to say shout out to all the new subscribers because I'm surprised like my channel is still growing because I thought AT2 was played out, but I guess he's not. Oh, that's a good question. I never followed her, but Bondi Blue, I believe that's her name, Bondy Bondi Blue. She got back her channel, so she should. So as far as I know, she's good. Okay, I'm at 6,380. So thank you to everybody who subscribed, everybody new. We're just gonna be bringing you different stuff all month long. I will be bringing back Do You Even Care? So shout out to Teneki. I'm definitely gonna have you back on the show, and as well, exchange the panel out because I don't want nobody thinking they work for me and then expect a paycheck. So I gotta exchange the people out. You know how it works. But I don't know what's going on with everybody losing their channel. As I understand it, YouTube kind of picks people when people are flagging people video. It's happened to me before. People flagging people video, people disliking it, people reporting it for something crazy, and then if you get so many reports, they'll end up just taking your video down. You know what I mean? Or they'll take your whole channel down. So it can be whatchamacallit. It can be like a force. It can be people behind it trying to take down your channel and trying to demonetize it and do all this crazy stuff. I don't understand it. I don't want to take money out of anybody's pocket. Now, are there YouTubers that I don't like? Yes, but I never want to take money out their pocket. If I have a problem with a YouTuber, I just don't watch their content. I don't go be all like, hey, go over there and flag it. If they say a couple of jokes that I like, I'll give them credit for the jokes they came up with, but I'm not in for taking anyone's channel. That's another thing I'm not about. I'm not taking anyone's channel. I want everybody to succeed. There's enough money out here for everybody to have. Right. Even she couldn't get that channel. Yeah. Yeah. Her channel's still gonna be around. I don't believe her channel's gonna be taken down. I know that's kind of been the thing. The reason why I haven't, because I know some people think like, oh, you must be afraid of Tasha K, and that's why you're not talking about her. No, the thing is that I don't want her channel to get taken down because then that kind of opens up the floodgates for everything. But at the end of the day, I'm not being sued, so I can give a damn about what happened. I can give a damn about what happens, but it is kind of like, oh shit, they taking channels down. It does kind of make you scared. So, other than that, y'all, I done talked your ear off, and y'all probably all like, okay, shut up. I thought you was leaving, so I'm gonna get the hell up out of here. But thank y'all for checking out the show. Love y'all. Deuces.